At the ice cream truck, the man told me, "Don't mind if this tastes funny." "Why?" I asked while he handed me my cone. "No reason. If it doesn't taste right, just eat it anyway," he said with this weird smile. I thought it was weird, but really wanted ice cream. My friends were already eating theirs, and chocolate was dripping down their fingers. "Does yours taste normal?" I said as I turned to my little sister. She just shrugged without saying anything, and her tongue was already stained bright blue as she kept eating like nothing was wrong. I thought it was just nothing, so I started eating mine too. Within literal minutes, my head started feeling like it was floating above my body, and my legs felt like those wobbly toys you get from quarter machines. Just as I started stumbling toward the bench, trying to grab onto anything to keep from falling over, the ice cream man called out to me again. "Need some water, buddy?" he asked in that fake concerned voice adults use. He put his hand on my shoulder, and I followed him because my mouth felt like cotton and my vision was starting to tunnel. He helped me up into the truck, and I could barely make out boxes and coolers. I had no idea what was making me feel so strange and just wanted a drink of water. He asked me when my dad was coming back, and I told him I didn't know. And before he shut the doors, completely trapping me in that metal box, he stopped and turned back with that same smile. He pressed the whole tub of ice cream into my shaking hands and said, "Here, give some to your friends, then you can all come back for some free water." I thought they'd all be so happy, so I stumbled back out to give it to them. However, as I did, my dad came back from the parking lot where he'd been on a work call, and his whole body language changed the second he saw us gathered around this unmarked ice cream tub. "Where did you get this?" Everyone was already digging in. "The nice man in the truck gave it to us for free," I said, pointing to the vehicle still parked by the curb. He had that look on his face from when he'd been a cop. He had our German Shepherd Zeus with him, bringing him over to the ice cream. 6-year-old me thought he wanted Zeus to cool off with a cold treat, but then I had the thought, "Dad, won't Zeus die if he eats chocolate?" asked as he led the dog straight toward the ice cream. He didn't answer and just watched as Zeus got close enough to smell it, and that's when Zeus went absolutely insane. The dog started barking so loud, people 3 blocks away probably heard it, and his whole body went rigid as he rubbed against Dad's leg, trying to alert him to danger the way he'd been trained. The ice cream man stepped out of his truck, then asking if we'd had enough. But the second Zeus saw him, the dog became something I'd never seen before. Zeus was a police dog with Dad before he retired, so he was trained to know when something seemed off. He started growling, pulling at his collar, doing everything he could to get at the man. All the other parents were pulling their kids back now, as Zeus snarled and snapped with foam at his mouth. Every inch of him focused on this man who kept trying to inch closer. "I need my ice cream back. It's expensive," taking little steps toward us. My dad was warning him to stop, not coming any closer. Dad's hand on Zeus's collar was the only thing keeping him in one piece. Then it happened. The ice cream man tried to run for the tub, and he let go of the collar. Dad instantly grabbed all us kids and covered our eyes, but I could hear everything, including Zeus's growls and the man's screams, and the sound of fabric tearing and something hitting the ground hard. Later, the police told us he'd tried this on 8 other kids that same day, driving to different neighborhoods with his truck full of ice cream, packed with enough sleeping medication to knock out a horse. Zeus saved all 5 of us that day from something horrible, but chocolate ice cream is ruined forever.